The Lost Princess of the Crystal Palace. In a soft, calm tone. In a quiet region surrounded by tall, silent mountains, a winding path made its way upward, and at the very end of that path stood a small cottage made of wood and stone, a place where it seemed time had simply stopped. In this lonely cottage lived an old woman, and with her lived a beautiful, innocent girl with bright, glowing eyes, Ella. There was light in Ella's smile, but many truths of her life were hidden in darkness. Grandmother would always stop her with one warning. "Ella, stay near the cottage. The world beyond the mountains is not for you." And so, day after day, year after year, Ella grew up quietly among those mountains. Then one day, when Ella had grown up, a storm of questions rose in her heart. Who was she? Why was she always stopped? And what was truly on the other side of the mountain? Then grandmother fell seriously ill. Climbing down the mountain was impossible for her. The house had run out of supplies. Even the water was finished. Now Ella had to go. And for that, she had to wait for grandmother to fall asleep, because she knew grandmother would never allow her to leave. The moment grandmother closed her eyes, Ella picked up the bucket and quietly stepped outside. She began walking down the mountain path, slowly, carefully. The wind carried a faint whisper, and in Ella's heart a little fear. But Ella kept going. Suddenly, she stopped. In front of her was a huge glowing door, shining as if made of pure silver. Ella stepped closer, placed her hand on the door, and the door opened on its own. As she stepped inside, Ella's eyes widened in awe. Before her was a breathtaking world, a valley filled with colorful houses, streams of silver water running between the stones, lights hanging on every tree, and above all, a magnificent crystal palace, sparkling like stars beneath the sun, as if a wizard had crafted it with magic. Ella moved forward, her heart racing. Suddenly, the palace doors opened wide. People rushed toward her, their voices echoing, "She has returned! Our princess has returned!" Ella froze. Princess? A king and queen stepped out, shock in their eyes, trembling on their faces. And then the queen whispered, "Ella, our daughter, our lost princess." Ella stepped back, her voice shaken. "Me? I'm my grandmother's daughter." The king's eyes filled with tears. "No, child. When you were born, the palace was under threat. To save you, we sent you with our most trusted friend." The queen's voice broke. "Every night I cried for you, but keeping you safe was more important." Ella's eyes filled with tears. Right then, grandmother appeared, breathing heavily, exhausted. Ella ran to her. "Grandmother, is this true?" Grandmother gently placed her hand on Ella's head. "Yes, my child. I was given your protection as a promise. You were small. The world was cruel. So we hid you to save your life." Ella was dressed in royal clothes. The palace lit up with joy. But Ella's heart still searched for peace. Because in her memories were the mountains, the small cottage, the little lamp, the quiet nights, and her grandmother. The king asked softly, "Daughter, will you stay with us?" Ella took a deep breath and smiled. "Yes, I will stay, but not without my grandmother. She is not just my protector, she is like my mother." The king bowed his head. "We honor her. She will live with us in the palace. She is our and your most precious trust." And so, Ella, the lost princess of the Crystal Palace, found her world, her parents, and her truth. She learned one powerful lesson. A real home is not where the throne stands. A real home is where love lives, where someone spends their whole life protecting you. Grandmother's honesty and sacrifice were rewarded. The towers of the palace filled with lights. Stars shimmered in the night sky, and Ella whispered softly, "This is my world. These mountains, this cottage, this palace, and the love that never ends."